So let's take a look at the Crusader Intrepid. The Intrepid is a new starter ship for the Crusader line, and apart from the top-down silhouette of the ship, which I will talk about at the end of the video, I think it's currently the best starter ship because I think it avoids most of the functional and design mistakes that other starter ships have, or ships in general have in this game. So the first thing we'll see, it has that really nice Crusader quality in terms of lighting and the model quality. And just functionally, it makes a lot more sense than other ships. Okay, so you have a nice entrance over here. You have an interior, and you have two small cargo bays. And you can use a button to lift them up like that, and then you can open another door on the inside to access cargo from the inside. You have the same thing mirrored on the other side. Also, there's some really nice detail on the inside of the door. You can see the thickness of the ship, and they put some detail work into that. That's really nice too. Then you go inside, and then you see like it has a nice Crusader layout, but they avoided two mistakes. They avoided the over-obsession with circular light rings, because I think what's the other one? The Sprite, it has those circular light rings everywhere, and the lighting is also much more muted. Which means, notice if you look down the hallway, you almost never have the lights directly shining in your face. Like you still see it if you look like that, but when you're just walking through the ship, it's not in your face. So the lighting is slightly subdued, and I think that's a good thing because it was something they overdid in all Crusader ships. Now, I actually like that really cramped, compact interior, because I think cramped and cozy, they're very closely related to each other. And I think they balance it right between cozy and cramped here. Because I think it should be cramped. Like if you have a small ship, in space, every square meter of space you have should be something precious that has to fight against the functionality of the ship. Now, what I do not like about every single ship in this game is that again they got lazy with the entry animation. So instead of the character squeezing into the seat like on the Aurora, they have recycled that stupid turn around on the seat animation like that. So they don't have to go to the mocap studio, because I think they're putting all the mocap work into Squadron 42, but none of it into Star Citizen. Now, proportionally, I like it more than like most other cockpits. Now, I don't like the radar being in the center of the screen that you cannot turn off. And the problem with Crusader ships is that the MFDs are facing too far up. Like, they look like they're built for somebody standing upright in front of the thing. They should be facing more towards the character. Other than that, I like the open canopy like that. Now, I actually like built-in canopies too, if it structurally makes sense, like on a Terrapin. Let's look at the component hatches. Okay, which ones did work here? This one should work. Okay, some good detail on the door. You notice here they actually have some smaller scale detail in here too. That's really nice. Now, a long-standing problem with this game is that the texture artists don't know how to make realistic metal. Notice everything looks like it's painted styrofoam. I'm not sure why that is a problem in this game, but at some point they have to figure out how to make something look like actual metal. Okay, let's look at this one. You can take this out. Not sure those ones you can't, but I actually like how they put some detail into the shapes over here. Like, that's especially something I noticed in previous Crusader ships, on any ship in the game. They have some design feature, and then they copy-paste it over the entire ship, even where it shouldn't be there. Like with the circular everything in other Crusader ships. And I think they avoided that in this ship. Oh wait, those are actually fuses. Oh, I had no idea. I thought it was a component or something. Okay. See, proportionally, this room just makes sense. And I also think the developers, when they developed this ship, they probably watched Alien Romulus or the Alien Romulus trailers, which I think has a positive impact on the next few ship designs over the next 2 years, because it has the Romulus movies. They have this classic, retro functional sci-fi designs, and I think it echoes a bit in that room. Okay, see, nice detail here, nice variation of detail. There's the living area. Notice here, this area is a bit too well lit. Notice here, you have to squint when you go into this room. It's functional, not too bad. Sleeping area, weapon rack. I haven't tested if it works. I think that's a suit rack. Fire extinguisher, but you can't use it yet. Here's the engineering area. Now there's the engineering console, which doesn't work yet. And here are the two cargo bays. I actually like this feature. You can close it and open it up. So you can access cargo from both the inside and the outside. Again, I like how on this ship, on the most recent ships, they managed to squeeze more functionality into a smaller space. If you remember some older ships, for example, the 890 Jump, in those ships, you can really notice in the layout that at some point they had all the functionality packed into it, but the ship was too large for it, so they had to invent certain rooms, so inflate the layout, just to fill the ship up with things to make sense. Okay, engineering bay looks nice. We should take a look at the shape of the ship. But it's kind of tragedy of the ship. Like the silhouette from the top, it looks like it mutated two-headed Oger. Like it just looks wrong. If you can see how the gun is mounted to the side and how it molds the shape into it, it's just. But the rest of the ship is actually pretty nice. I think it's better than any other ship in the game. Like if you look at the detail on the rear thrusters. Let's go a bit closer. See, there's well-balanced detail that varies in scale and size and pattern too. Yeah, I think those little stumpy wings on the top, they look pretty fun too. So yeah, the thing is, most of the time you don't see a ship from the top like that. So it won't irritate you. Because for me, like the interior ship experience is much more important than the exterior experience. And if you take that into account, I think this is currently the best starter ship in the game.